Once again, it's Alfred here, and welcome back to the podcast. And I hope you guys been well, taking care of yourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually, aka taking care of your essence. It's been a while. I think last podcast I made was 3 months ago, December or something like that, last year. And first quarter of this year has gone. I haven't created any, but rest assured, I was really preparing and really sharpening my mind so that I can, even when I come back, I do a better job at trying to help individuals evolve into what they would like to see themselves evolve into. Anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to start out my today's topic will be on redefining romantic relationships. Redefining romantic relationships. And what do I mean by this? I mean, as individuals, right? First of all, we should really define any sort of relationship the way we best see it for ourselves. So we should not really be looking or seeking approval of what sort of relationships we want from others. We should define it, whether it's a romantic or any sort of relationship. But today I'll basically be more on romantic relationships because we tend to really define these sort of relationships as growing or aging together. We bring we bring ageism basically into it. So when I'm saying this is, if you're in a long-term relationship, is to basically not define it as, or go into it or start out as you're going to grow old. Yes, we humans, we grow old as we grow, as time goes by. We do grow old, but if we look at it in that manner, it seems to us, or we subconsciously tell ourselves, that all there is to it is old age into this relationship. We are growing old. We aren't doing much. So that's the definition of what we usually have. And instead we should bring evolve into it. Evolving together. You and your partner should evolve into something better. Once you define yourselves as evolving, at least this will bring element of you guys, or you and your partner getting better at things. You're getting better at relationships. You are getting better individually, and you become a better father, or you become rather a better mother to your kids. You become a better wife to your husband, and vice versa. So if you evolve, it means you are now becoming something that is you were meant to be, or something that you've always wanted to be, as opposed of growing old. Once you put that in your subconscious, the growing old thing, to me it's like you're just waiting to die. You're just waiting for time to pass by. You're just waiting for your life, just fate to take you, because you've entered a relationship knowing that you're just there, maybe just for being a certain person. that is already meant for you, and have not really defined who you want to be, you and your partner. So basically, once you've defined you and your partner, what sort of relationship or what sort of people or family you're going to evolve into, it becomes much better, because now you know exactly what your partner needs from you, and you know what to expect from your partner. So gradually, like I just say, that if evolving into something is very gradual. There's no fast track to growth, to evolving. You have to take it step by step. It's a long process. So once you've defined your gradual growth, which will help you evolve into that person, then you can take the necessary steps to now you and your partner to do what is supposed to be done, contributed into the relationship. And like I said, evolving is basically developing, whether it's physically, however you're going to define it, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally or spiritually. I would hit all of these three facets. If it was up to me, I'd make sure I'm always developing spiritually, I'm always developing physically and mentally. We all have our own ways of doing this, and so once these are taken care of, right, there will be no surprises, right? For example, if the husband is growing mentally, spiritually, physically, right, he's taking care of himself, then the wife will probably do the same, and so there'll be a healthy relationship, because both the husband and the wife have sort of healthy habits already, because once you're someone who take care of yourself, you naturally take care of others, so there will be healthy individual within the household. The kids will be much more healthier, obviously, and happier, seeing their father taking care of their mother, and vice versa. And so it becomes something to really work towards. You're working with something, right? So you are just evolving to the exact thing that you want or you've always wanted, as opposed to just copying or just coping with life, or trying to emulate others who you think are doing better than you. And this is where a lot of people make mistakes. A lot of couples think that happiness is always on the other side, and so they create, or they really want to emulate or copy what others are actually doing, which will backfire, because what other couples are basically doing is what they want to do, whether it makes them happy or whatever. Nothing wrong with maybe taking a few pointers from them, a few elements that would work for you, but as far as working towards you and your partner's goals, you and your partner's vision, you have to sit there and do the right thing, and that is make sure you're planning ahead and doing what is necessary for you. As I usually say, people who usually want to copy other people's visions, or want to copy the exact moves as other people, usually are just lazy and do out, who want to do the work of really defining their own mission in life, their own vision. So they fail to evolve into something that they want because they now eventually they start looking for shortcuts. They just want to hide behind a good job. They want to hide behind dressing well. They want to hide behind a fat bank account, which at the end of the day does not fulfill their needs, and so they need now to reevaluate and rethink what they are supposed to do. And so this does not work if you're not going to sit and really be better at developing and evolving. And so this can also be done if we enter relationship by asking ourselves, what can we give? Now, as men, as humans, we are very selfish beings, which is very natural, and it's a good thing because we have to have some sort of self-preservation. But once other people are involved and you are now seriously involved with these people, their selfishness will have to be set aside. Things like ego and vanity will have to be sort of controlled, and so you will now have to ask, what is it that I can give this person? What can I give this person that I'm about to spend plenty of time with? Whether you're in a short-term relationship, you're just starting out your romantic relationship, or any other relationship. This could be even a business relationship, just a friendly platonic relationship, acquaintances, any of those. But asking yourself really, what is it I can give, and not really moving or fast tracking to what can I get. As humans, it's just the natural tendencies. But what can we give? What in this case, because we are talking about more romantic or intimate relationship, we can just ask, what is it I can do better for him or her? What can I do so that my partner becomes better? And this way, you are now sharpening each other. Once you're in that relationship, there are no surprises as to who is supposed to do what. You've asked the tough questions of the relationship: who is going to do what, who is going to give what, and who is going to contribute what. Many of relationships these days, I see are more of give me, give me, give me. And once that relationship becomes one-sided, it's just a give me, give me, give me. I want this, I want that from you because you are the man, so I want this, I want that. Because you are the woman, you have to do this, you have to do that. Now, moving forward from that would be a big problem, because relationship has to have sort of balance. You can't only give, neither can you receive, and that's it. Giving should come from the heart. Giving should come when it's necessary to give, just as much as receiving. You should just not think that you deserve something just because you've done something. If you're ready to receive, you are going to receive. And this is part of the evolving, because now you're getting mature. You understand your partner, that how to really interact with your partner. So let's put aside the give me, and let's also put aside the take, because just as much as others just like to receive, that's why I said that the give me, then there are those who only give, but the way they're giving because they want favors. They want you to be on their side. They want you to, they're looking for approval, which is not good. You should give because the person deserves the whatever you're giving. The person has earned whatever you're giving, and you do not give because you think some person will behave a certain way. Now this will definitely backfire. Giving someone something that he or she has not earned, and you're giving that person so that they can change a certain habit, a certain behavior, definitely will backfire. But rather you give the person because they have earned something, they have worked for it, they deserve that thing, right? So set aside the give me, set aside the give, and come to a mutual agreement that there's certain aspect of our relationships that we can have a sort of balance of. You have to earn something, or you have to give something. Now I'm not against giving. Obviously giving is what relationship is about just as much as receiving, but let's be rational about the way we give just as much as we should be rational about the way we receive. We should not just be entitled to receive things simply because your husband has such and such a thing, has money, or your boyfriend has money, so you automatically deserve to be given whatever you want from him, or because your woman is supposed to be submissive always, so she should not go against what you're saying, even if it does not register within her. It does not register or being beneficial to her. So another problem that I will finish off with is that let's not go into relation. Now when I'm talking about this is because I myself have made a lot of these mistakes, so I know where to rectify and where to evolve from these mistakes. So something else that I have especially seen or maybe observed is the fact that at times we enter a relationship thinking we are already a finished article. We are already done with certain things, so now we are a complete being. We are complete. You are never a complete being. You are ever evolving because you as long as you are breathing, you are existing, you are supposed to strive, you are supposed to grow, and that's why I say evolving, and so not just grow old but evolve. Evolving encompasses everything within you. You are becoming better, you're developing into something great. So if you go into a relationship thinking that you are already what you're supposed to be in life, you have already accomplished everything. For instance, a lot of people who go into relationships just after college simply because they have probably a degree or maybe a master's degree, then they think to themselves they are already complete. They think they have achieved the ultimate goal in life, not knowing that life is ever demanding of you to be better. Life is ever demanding of you to evolve from what you know now, because we cannot really anticipate what is coming ahead. So if you think you're already a finished article simply because you have a PhD, simply because you are now married and now everything is complete and you become compliant, then you will not think of evolving, and whoever you partner with, you will always find fault, because in your mind you are already finished article, and with your partner you are thinking they are just starting the journey, and so they need to listen to you only because you know better. Yes, you may know better, but you yourself also have to understand your partner's needs. And in that way, you'll find that now, because you are understanding that person, you're automatically growing, you're automatically evolving, because you're gaining knowledge. And knowledge, once it's put into action, it becomes experience, and so that you are automatically growing into something different. You are not the same person. You're putting something into action, it means you are someone different, you see. And so if we think that we already know all that is to be known in this world, all that is to be known about relationships, then you'll be in for a rude awakening when things hit the fan, when shit hit the fan, and you're supposed to adapt into a new situation. But because you think you know better, you think you do not need to evolve into something different, things will actually be stagnant for you, because now you won't know what to do. But if you go in a mindset thinking that, okay, I'm just starting this journey, there's so much to learn, there's so much to know, and this will be something, a new chapter rather, that will help me grow into a better person. Now you'll be talking much more positive. Now you'll be someone willing to evolve and grow. So let's put aside the ego that we know everything. Let's put aside our vanity that because I am beautiful, then that's it. All I have to do is be pretty, is to be beautiful, and maybe do a few chores in the house, and that's it. No, beauty fades, your prettiness will go away, and your husband or your boyfriend will get tired of probably will get tired of your beauty, right? But if you put yourself into situations that you are going to say, okay, I have to have better habits, I have to behave better and not have vanity or ego, then your partner, your husband will not get tired, because they see the effort you're putting into yourself, that is just more than the physical or the outer appearance of you, but the inner appearance becomes the beauty, because once you are working on your inner self, it never backfires, or hardly backfires if it's a positive thing, because you are ever growing into a better person. Your inner self is ever evolving, and so let's not just think of growing old, because growing old really you're thinking of a really old let's just say this old way of thinking. Evolve is what you should be thinking. Have a better inner self, better habits, behaviors, better thinking, much more positive, so that you and your partner can evolve together into something great. Anyway, that for me is all, and this was my welcome back sort of podcast, and I hope you've enjoyed this. And from me, Alfred here, till next time, I hope you guys will be well and take care of yourself, and thank you very much. Till next time.